peeps. Yeah, so I'll show you what more I've done on the go-kart here. Let's have a look. So first of all, we've done the accelerator cable. Just a little neat little stainless steel bracket I've made up. I'll have it all cleaned up a little bit later on, painted. But yeah, she's come up pretty nice. Yeah, that grabs it pretty good. Cable runs down the whole way of the chassis. It's just a bike brake cable. And yeah, mechanism at the front here, just a little tiny tab welded with a couple of little bits to hold it. You can see over there. They're all working. So yeah, accelerator's all done. Knock that off the list. And yeah, come around here. I've just made up quickly knocked up the ECU and PDM holder. Didn't exactly know what to do here. I was actually, as I was saying before, I was actually going to mount at the front of it, but right next to it would be even nicer. So yeah, the actual plate comes off itself. I need to make as much of possible to come off because it's all getting powder coated, so or sprayed, it doesn't matter, but it's just easier when yeah, you can take everything off. So obviously it's not fully welded, it's still a little bit warm now, but you can see from behind there's a yeah, just a plate welded with a little bit of bar, and it holds it there. It's pretty solid. M6, 4 M6s to hold the plate, to hold the actual plate on, and the M6 is actually welded to a nut which is welded to a washer, and the washer is actually welded to the 1.6mm plate. And obviously you can see the penetration through the other side, and yeah, it just takes the load, which is pretty neat. Yeah, so apart from that now, that's all done. And yeah, I'm just looking around a lot of things here, and there's actually nothing actually that I can actually say that I need to weld more on the chassis. It's almost time to take apart. Yeah, if you guys can think of anything for me. Yeah, like there's nothing else I can actually mount. Everything's actually mounted, and yeah, that's how I like to get all my projects done, mounted as much as possible, and then quickly pull it apart and get everything sent away. As I said, the dash itself, I'll end up making it on mounted it on the steering wheel. I'm not going to mount it under here anymore. Yeah, still a couple of things I've obviously got to do. I've obviously got to weld up the sump, that's obviously on the motor, because I'm going to paint the motor anyway. Yeah, and just clean up a couple of things on the chassis, but yeah, there's actually nothing left that I need to, I don't need the engine in anymore. So yeah, there's a couple of things. I might actually do the intercooler piping right now, just so then I don't have to TIG later. Might quickly just do the 2.5 inch, get that down on the weekend. Yeah, just having a look. There's nothing actually more I can actually say. A couple of things on the tank. I've still got to weld a couple of -6s on the actual tank itself, because they're actually just got barb fittings. I'll weld some -6s, but yeah, same thing, that can get done later. Yeah, you guys are thinking anything for me? That'd be lovely. Yeah, all the as previous noted, all the inside welds all get done when it's bare, so I don't get all spatters over everything at the moment. Yeah, manifold's done, intake manifold's done. Yeah, as we went through the previous video, the radiator's all done, which looks great. And yeah, that's all ready to actually, that can get plumbed up. Yeah, as I said, the ECU now, and I'll get the PDM box on the weekend. I can knock something up, just so then I know it fits. But the actual ECU that is actually ordered. The ECU, that's exactly the same as I'm going to be having the same one as the drag car. Just going to go standard with the EMS. The 6860, scored one of those pretty cheaply. And I know how to work them, which is good. So I know the size, so that's why I've cut that all up, ready to go. But yeah, there's nothing actually I actually need it all together for anymore. But yeah, so I'll probably end up just getting the cooler piping done, and just going over it a couple of times, making sure it's all ready, and then we can take it apart, get it ready for powder coating, and put it all back together obviously. But yeah, if you guys think of anything, then let me know. Obviously there's nothing else to weld up. There's no nitrous bottles or anything like that going on here. Would have liked nitrous, don't matter, but I think this is going to be fast enough. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. It's going to be a short video, guys, and hopefully you guys just let me know what else you're thinking. But pretty sure everything else is done. So at the front here, as I said, the accelerator is done. The brake has never moved. I have actually made up a new bracket for the brake. I don't know if I showed that last time, but the brake last time, this was the OTK brakes were an upgrade for last time. They were an upgrade last time, and I've had to I made up a bracket for to mount that where it is. So I've ended up, and that was only bolted on. So now I've actually taken off the bolt on bit and welded on the bracket straight up to it. So it's in the exact same position, but it's actually welded on there, so which is good. And the brakes is obviously exactly the same. And I think last time that we went over the clutch, how the clutch is mounted, and that's actually feels really good. I love the way how that is. I know a lot of you say probably thinking if it's hard to use. A couple of people that have driven this have actually had a little tiny bit of trouble of using it, and they actually go to use that as a brake. But when you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. And I just like driving it. I like to be able to take off with no hands, which is a lot easier, because obviously on the shifter carts, the clutch is actually on the steering wheel. And I'm not a fan of that. And just like this, set up as a car pretty much. And there's no way to set up 3 pedals because it's not wide enough at the front, obviously. But so all in all, that's all those obviously all the pedals work. Engine is 100% bolted in, and everything actually is going really well. Still, the only thing is the only thing I do have to actually look at is about the coils, because these are just a 2-pin, so they're just a coil itself, they're not an igniter. That's why everyone does go to Yaris coils, because they've got an inbuilt igniter. But I'm just got to see if a Yaris coil will fit, because these are a very small housing. Very small housing. I'm not sure if they fit. If not, we'll have to do a lead on coil to the to say like a LS1 coil. But I just want an inbuilt igniter, because I don't want to run igniters as well. So just more shit I have to mount, that's all. But so it's either going to be Yaris coils or probably something like an LS1 like a lead onto the coil. Everything's seeming pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the wiring. That's what that literally is going to be. Computer's going to be up top, and the PDM's going to be on the bottom. Same size PDMs actually in the it's only the small one that's in the drag car, and it's actually same as ECU is in the drag car as well. So, and obviously the battery, that battery there is out of the Civic, so that should start this bad boy, no worries. And so I'm pretty sure that all the wiring on this side's a good idea, because on the other side is all heat. Keep it all then to the cooling side here, which is good. So we I think next step at the moment, as I just said, that I'll just quickly go over everything. I'm gonna get if I can get some intercooler pipe on the weekend, so 2.5 inch. get that run, and yeah, and just suss out some coils. Just make sure I don't need to make up a if I do like an LS1 coil patch, then I need somewhere to mount it. And I think in the last video I did blur out the audio because I had a song playing in the background, so I had to blur it out. But I was pointing to these. What I was going to do is actually weld an M8 nut, maybe on every one, doesn't really matter, but only to mount the heat shield off of, because I need somewhere to mount the heat shield off of. So I was just going to mount a weld M8 bolts, M8 nuts to all of those, and so when I make up a heat shield, I just screw onto those, and yeah, got somewhere to mount that. But there's going to be a bit of heat, obviously under boost, obviously on gate, that's the wastegate's going to get hot, so I've got a bit of up there. I'm not sure if you've got, I might sit on it right now just to show you exactly where my arm's going to go, because okay, here we go. So the reason why, so my arm's here now, so it doesn't get in the way at all of the intake, so when I'm driving it, and that's me, my body right now away from the manifold itself. So obviously that gate is probably going to be the hottest thing, I reckon, and the manifold's just going to get pretty warm as well. But the gate's probably the closest thing to me, as far as like right there. Hey buddy. And yeah, so I think the oh, let's get out of this bad boy. Everything's loose, so it's a bit bloody hard at the moment. Yeah, so I hit nice heat shield. I'm thinking something like that. Even if I have to just hug the whole thing just so it looks nicer, that's no worries. And I think that's going to work pretty nice. As I said, it's going to be heat wrapped as well, so that keeps all the temps down. And yeah, so yeah, we'll keep it at that, guys. Yeah, just let us know what you think. And I think we've only got a couple more videos, and I reckon I'll be putting this thing back together when it's all powder coated and ready to go. Oh yep, there is one more thing, would probably be the fuel pump. I need to get fuel pump mounted. I did say it was going to be on this side, but I am having second thoughts that I might get it done on the cold side, just so then it's not, the heat's not running down with the heat. And I just have to change the outlets on the tank, which is no biggie. But yeah, mounting the fuel pump probably right under the seat there, which is a pretty easy location. So getting an 044 pump and making up some sort of mounting brackets there should be on the cards as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about it, guys. So yeah, next video I reckon I'll just be going over some finishing up things. Yeah, just let me know if you guys think of anything that I need to get mounted up, you can actually think of. But I'm pretty sure that's it's about it, because it's pretty much a full cart. I think it's looked pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, I just want to hopefully get this thing driven out to obviously Port Gawler or whatnot for now, and then we'll get some hopefully some straights on some roads done, something smooth, because this thing's gonna be pretty quick. Yeah, so we'll keep it at that. I'll see you later.